Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit is a new World War II comedy written and directed by Taika Waititi. The film follows our main character Jojo, who is a 10-year-old boy who really wants to be a part of Hitler's army, and his imaginary friend is this very goofy version of Adolf Hitler, played by the film's director Taika Waititi. He then notices his mother, played by Scarlett Johansson, is hiding a young Jewish girl in their house, and when he meets this Jewish girl, he starts to question his morals. Now, I was really looking forward to Jojo Rabbit because of Taika Waititi. He's been doing independent comedies like What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilderpeople, and I thought he did a great job with Thor Ragnarok. I really liked the direction he took for the Thor franchise and thought it was very funny, and I think it's easily the best Thor movie. And after Ragnarok, I was looking forward to seeing what his follow-up film would be, and when I heard he was making this movie, I thought this was a very bizarre but interesting choice for a follow-up movie. And the trailers were great. I was loving the cast for this movie. The positive buzz from film festivals got me excited for this movie. And this movie finally came to a theater near me last week, and I saw it recently. I was excited to see this movie, and happy to say I loved Jojo Rabbit. This is right now one of my top 5 favorite movies of the year so far. This movie was excellent. First, Taika Waititi did such a great job directing this movie. He did a great job capturing the feel and look of World War II with the excellent production and costume design immersing you into the setting. And the cast for this movie is really good. Not one bad performance to be seen. Everyone in the cast either had the chance to be really good or funny. First is newcomer Roman Griffin Davis, who plays Jojo in this movie, and I thought he did a great job. One of the best child performances I've seen the past few years. I liked his comedic talent for his young age, and he did surprisingly a great job in the dramatic scenes as well. I was surprised by that. And after seeing him in this movie, I definitely want to see him in more stuff. I think he has a bright future. I also want to give credit to Thomasin McKenzie, who plays Elsa, the Jewish girl that Scarlett Johansson is hiding in their house. And at first, her and Jojo don't get along, but as the film goes on, they start to interact more, and they start to become friends. And I thought she was really good in this movie. And Scarlett Johansson gave one of my favorite performances in this movie. I thought she did a fantastic job of playing this mother who is very caring for Jojo, but also optimistic. And Taika Waititi playing a very goofy version of Hitler. He played this role brilliantly. He's not in the film as much as you'd think, but when he is on screen, he is hilarious, and he is clearly having a ton of fun in this role. Just his wacky mannerisms and movements. Taika Waititi was just comedic gold in this movie. And the rest of the performances are really great too. Taika Waititi knows how to utilize his comedic cast very well. Sam Rockwell is great. Stephen Merchant, who shows up in a few scenes, he's good. And even Rebel Wilson, who I'm not the biggest fan of, actually was good in this movie and even funny. And this movie is hilarious. There are so many funny scenes in this movie that just had me laughing out loud. Whether it's certain interactions between characters and lines, there are just so many funny moments in this movie. Even the interactions between Jojo and his imaginary friend Hitler, and whenever Hitler is just giving him really bad advice. But there was also something that I really admired about this movie was this movie was not afraid at all to get dramatic, even at the third act. It was a tonal shift, but it wasn't an abrupt tonal shift. It felt like it flowed well to be like, okay, this is the point where things are getting serious right now. While this film is a silly comedy, it still shows the depressing aspects of World War II, and it was more hard-hitting than I thought. And I really admired that this film wasn't just a silly comedy with a goofy Hitler, that this film was able to still be dramatic at the same time. I respect that this film was a great blend of both comedy and emotion at the same time. And I really liked the character arc for Jojo in this movie, and how he's indoctrinated when he really wants to be a part of Hitler's army, but when he meets Elsa, his point of view starts to change, and he was able to grow at the end of this movie. And I really like seeing his character arc progress throughout this movie. As for issues, honestly, watching this movie, I was struggling to find any. Not really the pacing. I didn't really have a problem with the pacing in this movie. Not really much where I was bored or uninterested. I was still entertained and engaged what was going on. So I don't really have one issue with this movie. And overall, Jojo Rabbit is one of my favorite films I've seen this year. It's funny, very well directed by Taika Waititi, has a great cast, and has a surprisingly good heart. I wasn't expecting to give this movie this rating, but I'm happy to do it. I am going to give Jojo Rabbit, but bam! 5 out of 5 stars. One of my favorite movies I've seen this year, right now in my top 5. If Jojo Rabbit is playing at a theater near you, just please go see Jojo Rabbit. I highly recommend it. I think this is an amazing movie. So what do you guys think of Jojo Rabbit? Do you agree? Disagree with me? Let me know below. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. You're new here. It really means a lot. I'm Jack Benner, and look forward to another movie review.